All right, you guys, so here I am finally today. But what's going on, beautiful people? It's your girl Tay, and I am here with my absolutely first makeup video. So definitely make sure you guys smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe, plus push the post notification bell button so that way anytime I upload a video, you will be notified. I'm not exactly sure where I'm supposed to be looking right now. I am recording on my phone because I believe that the camera quality is absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to figure out where I'm supposed to be looking, but I think it's over here at the lens because I'm using the forward facing camera. But anyways, you guys, so we are going to jump right into this. As you guys can see, I have absolutely nothing on. Okay, there's nothing on my face. I'm going to take my glasses off so you guys can see me without my glasses to see what we're working with here before we jump into it. I have some dark circles. Obviously, I'm a little raccoonish around the eyes, and then I have some moles and some freckles that you probably can't see. I'm not doing too bad with texture, but I do have some discoloration right here. As you guys can see, the little dots and stuff. I'm not exactly sure where that's from because I didn't really suffer with acne or anything like that. But anyways, you guys, I'm gonna do my brows because it takes a while to do my brows. I'm not gonna do them on camera though, so give me a minute and I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so as you can see, my eyebrows are done. They are somewhat done. Okay, I know I'm looking crazy right now, but it's gonna all come together, I promise. All right, so I'm going to go into my primer, which is by Laura Mercier. It is a blurring primer that I got. I actually was gonna do a little bit of two different primers, but I decided to just go ahead and use this one. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand so that I can just blur this out. But it really does fill in the creases. It leaves a nice cushiony feel on the skin. I want to say almost like I want to say marshmallow type feel, but it's like really soft. I think I'm gonna need some more, but it's really soft. I do have another primer, but I don't want to confuse you guys in this video, and I'm really trying to not have this video be super long. Let me get my smaller mirror because I'm trying to look in the camera and that's not working for me. So I am going to use my small mirror here. So that's what I'm looking at, just in case you guys are wondering. Really get this under my eye because that's the part that I struggle with the most. Right here. Now there's been a lot of debate, honestly, from various makeup artists, not really amongst them talking to each other, but just in general with them discussing. Some people like a my eyebrow. Some people actually like a, let me get a little bit more, primer by itself with no moisturizer. Some people say you have to moisturize. Regardless, I guess it just really depends on the person and what you're doing. I personally do both, so I moisturize as well as put a primer on, as you can see. I just want to make sure I'm getting everything covered up really well. Okay, I got my primer set, y'all. All right, so now let's jump into the foundation. Today I am going to be using Rare Beauty foundation. This is the first foundation that I actually bought. However, they gave it to me in the wrong color. This is in the color 460W. Originally, when I went and got it, I got color matched at Sephora, and they gave it to me in the wrong color. They gave me 500N, which is a lot darker. Okay, and we were still in the thick of summertime, so it was what's the word? It was July when I was given that. A little bit here. It was July when I went and got color matched, and it was still too dark. So this, I'm going to use a brush. I think I'm going to go with Old Faithful today. This is my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush. Hopefully you guys saw that. If you didn't see it, it's right there. And this is how she looks. As you can see, I've been using her. Okay, so I'm going to use this to start blending out my foundation. Now this foundation is medium buildable coverage, but it is very sheer. Okay, to me it's almost like a skin tint. I don't put a lot of foundation on, and I kind of like that natural look anyway, so it doesn't bother me that she is a little thin. She works well. And I do kind of go down a little bit in the neck area. Not all the way down. And as you can see, it's not really, you know, doing much of anything. But I do go down in the neck area. I'm just going to get this forehead. And try to keep this camera out of, my mirror out of the way. But at the same time, allowing you guys to see. And I think I messed up my eyebrow. It's okay. I'll fix it. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can tell how light she is. I think I put enough though. I was going to put a little bit more, but I think that's good. But you can still see like my moles here on my face. Okay. And you can kind of still see the dark circles around my eye. It's okay though. It's all going to come together. It is all going to come together. Like I said, I don't really like spackle. Sometimes I do. For the most part, this is where it's at. And then I'm going to take the bottom of my sponge. This is by LA Girl. It's dirty, you guys. Well, actually, it's not dirty. I cleaned it today, but it's stained is what I should say. And I'm just going to pat this in just a little bit more in the skin. I'm just going to make sure that it's blended out as possible, as good as possible, if that makes sense. As far as I know, Rare Beauty is exclusive to Sephora. They do have their own website, of course, so you can get it from there. But they are exclusive to Sephora, just in case you guys are thinking about getting this. I think the cost of the foundation is $29. Yeah, I did go into my eyebrow. But it's okay. We're going to bring her back. We're going to bring her back. Just got to fill her in a little bit. I'll do that at the end. Okay, so now that we've gotten that all nice and pat in, we are going to jump into some contour. A little bit of contour. Now, I'm not really big on contour. I just like to create the shadows in my face that I normally would have. So I'm going to go into my Alamar Cosmetics. This is a bronzing, contouring, and brightening palette. As you can see, there's 3 different shades, and I am going to go into this third one here, which is Oye Morena. I think I said that right. Oye Morena. That's the color. So I'm going to use my angled brush. This is by Sephora. This is an angled brush. And I'm going to start to apply it. Hopefully you guys can see. Just to try to create some shadow type on my face. I'm going to go to the other side. And I'm literally like right up under my actual cheekbone. Okay. Put that there. And then just kind of go around the perimeter of my face. I am going to bronze a little bit later. Now, it looks muddy now, but I am going to fix that, so don't worry. Right? Tapping this off. Don't worry about that. I actually should have put my highlighting on first because I want that to dry down, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, now the next thing is my I'm going to use my concealer. This is also by Rare Beauty. You guys can see the color of that. This is by Rare Beauty, and this is in the color 420N. Okay, so I'm going to use this to highlight some areas on my face. I like to take this up right here. I'm going to use 2 different what do you call this? Concealers. I think I might be good with this one. Yeah, let's just do this one all the way. So I'm just going to use this one. I was going to use some of my NARS, but I think this one is good enough because this one is actually pretty bright. A little bit down my nose. And then I'm going to even it out over here. And go down my nose. Right here. I really don't use a lot for the most part. Go down my nose, and then we're gonna do, that's it, you guys. Just like that. Okay, so like I said, I do kind of need this to dry in a little bit, so we're gonna sit here for a second. But y'all let me know what's going on, where you guys are. I'm actually pretty excited. I have so much content that is going to be coming. You know, some of it is going to be, I'm going to keep my regular content, you guys. I don't want you guys to think, there's a lot of you guys who are asking me, I could be fixing my eyebrows actually while I'm waiting for this to dry in and while I'm talking to you guys, but I know a lot of you guys kept asking me, is this going to turn into a beauty channel? No, as of right now, I'm going to say no. But you know what, we don't know what the future may hold, and let's be realistic, they're not going to give out money for the rest of everybody's lives. At some point they're going to stop, okay? At the same time, I am going to continue with, like I said, my usual content of letting you guys know what's going on in the news and letting you guys know what's going on as it pertains to any resources that may be available. That is definitely not going to change anytime soon, okay? I just want to let you guys know that. However, being realistic, you know, I intend to hopefully be able to go full time as a content creator, and I would love for the ability to use this platform to start talking about beauty and just really doing something that I ultimately love. I don't know if I've mentioned it to you guys, but I am blending this in now with my sponge. But I don't know if I've mentioned it to you guys before. I did start a career when I was in high school doing cosmetology, and I was unable to finish. And I'm going to take a little bit of what's on here and just kind of go over the eye, because we do want to brighten the eye for our eyeshadow. I'll go to the other side. But yeah, I did start off doing cosmetology in high school. I was unable to complete the program due to financial reasons. I was still under the age of 18. I wasn't working, and I couldn't afford to go to complete the program. Then I tried again in my adult years, but my mother got sick with breast cancer. She had been sick with breast cancer and went into remission, and then it came back, and you know, literally she was calling me home from school every day to come and take care of her. So you know, I had to just kind of come out of it and stop doing it because of that reason. And I don't feel bad about that. She's my mother. Of course, I'm going to be there for her in a serious situation like that. My mother did pass away shortly thereafter, and I just never went back to it. So right now, I thought, you know what? The pandemic has given everybody, or it should have given everybody, the time to just sit and think about the things that they want to do with themselves. And yeah, so here we are. Makeup. As I sit here looking like Ronald McDonald. Okay. I think for the most part everything is nice and blended. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back into my brush that I use to blend out my foundation, and I am going to kill these sharp lines and also take away from this, kind of mesh everything together, the brightness, the darkness, and take away from that thick contour that I laid on there, because I don't want it to be that deep. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it was a lot more rectangular and longer right here, and I'm actually cleaning that up, and I'm going to go over it just to kind of pat it in some more too, because like I said, I don't want it to be too much. And also mesh in that brightening and kill the line at the top of my forehead right here. She's feeling a little, what's the word? A little olivey. But it's okay. Okay. I'm trying not to keep this. I keep putting it in the camera in the what do you call that? Right in the front right there, and that's not where I want it. It's just harder to do it looking at the camera, if that makes any sense. Because I can't see the actual color. Okay, so now we are going to set the face. Where are my powders? I could have sworn I took my powders out. I didn't take my powders out? Hold on 1 minute. That was strange. All right, so for my setting powder, I am going to use 2 different powders, but to set my highlight, I am going to use this powder by Dermablend. It is in the color Warm Saffron, and it actually comes with a little spongy dewy in here, but I'm not going to use that because I don't want there to be too much powder in here. And I'm going to use my brush first to kind of lightly tap it on, and this is the highlighting brush by Elf, so you guys can see I'm tapping some of that off, and then we are going to apply her, like I said, to where I did that highlight right here. I crease really bad under the eye, and for me it's really hard to cover my spots. You guys probably can't see it as much on camera. You know, I am doing a light coverage today. It is usually covered up a little bit more on the days where I do a little bit more full coverage, but I'm not doing full coverage today. I'm going to set my smile line because those are a problem for me. Now I am actually going to use the sponge, the same sponge, get some more powder, tap some off on the back of my hand, see, just lightly, and then press it in. I really want to get in there, especially under my eyes. But yeah, all in all, you guys, this is making me happy. This is my outlet. I'm finding, even when I'm not doing a video, you know, I am dedicating time to taking care of myself, because I have to be 100% honest, you know, and I know a lot of us women, we are guilty of this, but you know, it's in our nature to be caretakers, and we are all the time taking care of everybody else and not necessarily doing the same thing for ourselves. I'm just reinforcing with the sponge because I'm, you know, I just really want to put that in the skin. Right here. Make sure she is good and set. She's looking better already. But yeah, this is an outlet for me. I will be doing a lot more videos. I'm letting you guys know right now, a lot more beauty videos. Again, before somebody asks me, no, my other content is not going to stop, but I am going to be adding more of my beauty content. October is coming up. I don't really participate in like Vlogtober or anything like that, but I am going to use the opportunity to participate in Vlogtober this year, okay? All right, so the next thing I want to do is set the rest of my face. I am going to use this, which is a black owned brand. This is Black Radiance Soft Focused Powder, and this is in the shade Milk Chocolate. Okay, it is a pressed powder. That's the color, and I'm using a large, this is Elf's Total Face brush that I am using. And then I'm just going to go over my whole entire face with that one, just to set everything nicely around the whole face. Now I'm hoping you guys can see how it looks so much different here when I did that contour. It's definitely calmed down a lot more, especially now that we are going back in and we're mattifying the whole entire face. Okay. I'm about to look into this, and it ain't no palette, and I mean ain't no no mirror in this palette. About to look at it out of habit. Okay, now that we have set the face, I do want to add some brightening powder to my under eye and my nose. Okay, we're gonna get better with this recording, you guys. I have my phone like set up here on a little tripod with a ring light. The lighting is good, although I do look a little bit washed out. But it's better than what it was yesterday downstairs, working with what I got. Okay, so now I actually want to bake a little bit on my face. So I'm going to go back into my Dermablend powder and lay down some powder right here. And I'm going to do that on the other side. Yeah. Okay. And then for my nose, I am going to use what has become, as of recently, one of my favorite powders. Let me grab my brush. Yeah, this brush. I am going to use my banana powder. I have some banana powder here by the Cream Shop. Okay, it's a nice yellow color. It does come with a little like pouch in here, which I very rarely use. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is the color. It's not super yellow. It's almost like a golden yellow. Okay, so it's not super bright. Let me get some powder out here, and I want to put this down the crack of my nose, not the center of my nose. I don't know why I said crack, but I do want to do the center of my nose to further enforce that highlighting that I feel like I lost. There we go. And then I am also going to go back into I'm going to use the poof that came with this banana powder, and I'm going to lay down some powder on the rest of my face. If I can get it out. Okay. I need some more powder. Powder. Alright, so we just want to cushion that up right there, just in case, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to experience some fallout from my, what do you call this, my eyeshadow. And that's it for that. It looks good so far, to me. To me it does. Alright, so let's jump into the eyes. I am going to use my NARS concealer. Yeah, you can see that, and this is in the color, y'all know I wear glasses, medium dark caramel. Okay, so I just want to apply some of this to my eye, and I'm going to blend that out. I kind of actually want to keep it real simple today. I was going to go and do it up real big, but I don't think I want to do that anymore. I think I want to just keep it simple. Okie dokie. Now that I have gotten that blended out, yep, she looks good. All right, let's jump into eyeshadow. Okay, you guys, so we are going to start with the eyeshadow right now. I'm probably not going to do all of this on camera, but I am going to start just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of how I do my eyeshadows whenever I am trying to create a look. So I am going to be working out of one of my favorite palettes. It's the Morphe James Charles mini palette, and it does have a mirror inside, if I can open it. Okay, and then those are the colors. Okay, so you guys can see it's a little bit messy because I have been using this. I was kind of going to go here with these three blues, starting with this one and work my way all the way to this lighter one. But like I said, I'm feeling like keeping it just nice and soft today. So I think I'm going to do something else. Let me first, I'm going to use this lighter, I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm going to use this shade here in the corner to just set the concealer on the eyes really quickly, and then we're going to jump right into the shadow. Okay, so now let's jump in, starting with this color, this darker blue color right here. I'm gonna make this simple, but colorful, but simple. You guys, so I did go ahead and just finish up my eyeshadow off the camera. I am now going into my Iconic London bronzer. This is what it looks like on the outside. It does have a really nice mirror on the inside, which is what I've been using. But this is the color of the bronzer right there. This is in the shade Warm Deep. Okay, so I am going to just lightly what you want? I'm recording. You done with your homework? Okay. Give me a minute and then I'll go over it. Let me finish this video and then I'll go over it. I'll call you when I'm done. Close the door. Thank you. Motherhood. Okay. Now that I feel the brownness back. Okay. All right, I think she looks nice. So I am going to pop on some lashes. First of all, let me spray my face. before I do my lashes. For setting spray, I am going to be using the Urban Decay All Night Ultra Matte Spray. I've said it to you guys a million times. I am an oily chick, so this is what I use to keep my face as dry, not dry, but as matte as possible. Woo! All right. And then I'm going to use my sponge to crush it in. In the areas where I feel like need it the most. All right, I'm gonna finish this look off camera and we'll be right back. All right, you guys, so here is the finished look. I think it turned out pretty great. I wasn't gonna put any eyelashes on. I actually like the look of it without the lashes, but I decided to go ahead and bump up this look a little bit more and put these lashes on. So y'all let me know in the comment section, what did y'all think? Did I do a good job? These videos are only gonna get better and better and better. Like I said, I'm really, really excited to bring this new content to my channel. Not exactly sure about the schedule yet, but we're gonna work on it. But on that note, you guys, I hope you had a lovely time watching me put on my makeup today. And I'm going to say, as always, remember to live, love, and elevate. And I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Peace, beautiful people.